And we're back in another episode of In Denial with your boy, Nejay and Kiyan. Kiyan, how you doing today?
It was my parents' 30th anniversary yesterday.
Oh, wow. What?
They're old.
Damn, you're old.
I am old.
How old are you again?
27.
Wow, your parents just...
just right away.
Just got
it's
right
let's
to
have
it.
a disappointment right away.
Horse, anyway.
Oh my god.
Congrats to your parents. I heard they just bought up a convenience store.
Oh yeah.
They're living the life. They're fucking...
Oh, that's the other thing. They got robbed.
What? Oh no!
Well, not really robbed. Apparently, these kids just stole some shit. Well, my dad was too busy.
Oh,
and then another guy was just those kids stole some shit.
Oh no.
But that's I feel like that's inevitable.
So your dad, went over, fucked them up, beat the shit out of them.
Well, what can you really do?
Killed their family.
Naturally, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
Eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye. All right, kid for a kid. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. As long as your dad knows what to do. Mm-hmm. He sounds like he's got a good head on his shoulders. He sounds like he's got it in lock,
Oh, yes.
Yeah. He's definitely gonna, find their family and take justice.
Of course.
In the appropriate manner.
Those are rules.
Those are them rules. Fucking shit. What you said you had something for me, Craig. You had some story you wanted to see my reaction
This is a long story. First of all, I feel like this might be an entire episode, but we'll see.
All right, bet.
All right.
Speed run me through it. Give me the emotions. Give me the. It's got to be good if it's a long one, because usually we don't pick long ones.
It's a two-parter, because there's the main story and then there's the update.
The update's that big?
They're both fucking long as shit.
Fuck, alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Read it. Tell me.
I pressured my 25... she's 25 years old.
Okay.
I pressured my boyfriend, 26 male.
Okay, legal.
Into a threesome to flaunt him to my friend, 25 male.
What?
Now I'm losing him.
What?
English is not my first language. I apologize for possible errors.
Okay.
I'll try to keep it as short as possible.
Alright.
We've been together with my boyfriend for 1.5 years.
Okay.
I don't know if she changed her age. Oh, I guess they were 24, 25 when they first started.
Uh-huh.
Although not as long, I've had other relationships before.
Okay.
He's absolutely the best person I've ever been with in every regard. He's the person I really want to spend my life with, but I'm not so sure if he will be on board anymore. I'm the only one to blame. He's great in the bedroom, absolutely my best partner ever. I couldn't even imagine sex could be this good before meeting him. It's like he has absolute control of himself and certain knowledge of what I need. I was initially very weirded out by him asking questions and making me talk about how I felt during sex. But it took them all in and worked his magic on me consistently.
That is usually how good sex works.
I had many firsts with him.
Okay. Probably first time nutting, but go on. Yeah.
I have 3 friends that I'm very close with.
Uh-huh.
We are a group of 4 girls and we all call each other our best friends.
Cool.
We routinely meet and pretty much talk about anything. Here's where I messed up. I told them about our sex and how incredible it is.
Uh-huh.
They thought I was bragging,
okay.
and they didn't believe me.
Okay.
Especially one of them. Let's call her M.
M for...
misogyny.
Oh, shit!
So in the heat of the moment, I said I'll let her experience it herself.
What? What?
I asked my boyfriend if he would like to have a threesome with M. He declined immediately and told me he didn't think it was a good idea.
My boy literally said, "This is a trap.
Yeah, this is a trap. You're trying to get me here, aren't you?
You want me to have a threesome with your friend? Oh, I'm not that stupid.
Oldest trick in the book.
Oh, your friend wants to experience good sex. Oh, sure.
Oh, wait, it's a girl?
Oh, that's the trick. That's the trick. That's how they get them every time. Or when your girl asks you that question, "Oh, do you think my friends are hot?"
Oh yeah. No, that's the fucking... that's the oldest trick in the book.
That's, one of the oldest tricks in the book.
Jesus.
You look your girl in the eyes and you tell her all of your friends are fucking ugly. You're the only... You're drop dead gorgeous. I'm being extra, but you know what I mean.
Don't actually do that. You'll just start another fight.
Yeah, she'll probably be like, "Wow, so you think my friends are fucking ugly?"
No, just focus on her being the prettiest.
Yes.
That's what you should be focusing
You're
on.
the apple of my eye.
Yeah.
I don't even know if your friends are good looking because I never look
I'm always
at them.
looking
I'm always looking at you,
baby
done,
girl.
done.
There we go. I told him I thought it would be fun and
Right.
pressured him to agree. Several days later, we met with M in our apartment.
I don't fuck with that.
And it happened.
Okay, it happened. It happened.
The
sex.
That's where my insecurities began.
That's where your insecurities.
I think they were right there in the beginning.
I don't think there were for her to bring that up. I think realistically, she realized when her friend was catching the pipe. Wait, I don't think I want this.
Yeah. I knew M was working out and looking after herself, but weren't aware of how good she looked.
Oh my god.
She had the perfect body. I initially participated, then stood by to let my boyfriend work his magic on her.
Uh-huh.
For the next hour, I watched them have what I would describe as the best sex I've ever seen.
Oh my lord.
It was gut-wrenching, and I felt worse and worse as time went by. I imagine
it
just felt like watching a porno or some shit like that. Like,
this girl is taking us through her cucking experience.
She cucked herself!
She cucked herself, bro. She cucked herself.
That's rare. That's rare.
Wild. Anyway, go on.
At the end, I put my best act and tried to look happy. M stayed over and left the next morning.
M definitely caught a second round. Definitely caught a second round.
My boyfriend asked how I felt about it, and he told me that he would have preferred me participating more. I said I thought it was great and convinced him that I had a lot of fun.
You're lying.
For the boyfriend's perspective, he was expecting a three-way.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a three, it was just her making a two-way for them.
Yeah, basically.
Just like, oh yeah, my man, best dick game ever.
Best dick game ever.
You don't trust me?
Man
watch.
For $10.
The following week, M asked to come over again. It went pretty much the same way. Oh my god, they did it again? Then a couple of days later again, M let my boyfriend do things that we never do. He's a very considerate person, and he never tries to do these knowing I'm neither comfortable with nor turned on by them.
M was literally pulling the I know your girlfriend doesn't do this card.
Oh my god, let me treat you better.
Jesus!
This brings us to last night. M came over again without even asking first. She was a little drunk.
She just got the whole week pass. She's like, yo, I'm gonna need that
I'm gonna need a dick. Oh my god. She jumped over my boyfriend. He looked at me trying to understand what he should do. I don't know why, but I showed the bedroom and they went. This time I stayed at the living room and didn't go in with them. They left the door open and I heard everything.
Lord!
I tried real hard not to intervene and not to cry. Their chemistry is obvious. I'm lost. I dearly love my boyfriend. I'm losing him. I know it's all my fault. How should I approach my boyfriend and or M to bring up how I feel about it all? I could ask him if he has feelings for her. Maybe I should ask him to stop immediately. I'm so ashamed of this since I pushed him to do it. I also should probably talk with M about how jealous I'm feeling, even more ashamed of this. I can't think straight right now, and I'm known to make destructive decisions when I'm emotionally vulnerable. There's no one I can talk about all this. I might not be able to log in again for several hours. I apologize if I can't answer your comments immediately.
Okay. Yo, I'm gonna be real. That's what you get.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
Like,
not only did you pressure your man to do this in the first place, but after pressuring him to do so, your friend was like, you know what? You're right. Your man does have amazing dick. I'm gonna come back for that
and
shit.
Then you let
her. This was in my head, from what this sounded like, was supposed to be like a one-up, like, hey yo, my man does got that good dick, try it for yourself. It was supposed to be a free trial.
One time trial.
But you allowed her to keep coming back with different emails and getting the free trial over and over and over and over. She came in drunk. She came in like a girl from brunch that just had way too many mimosas.
Yeah.
You saw her come in. She looked at you, and you pointed her to the bedroom?
Oh my god, you're like, go nuts with my man.
What?
Bruh. Yo, this girl's fucking wild.
This is some cuckery, bro.
Yeah.
This is some cuckery. I'm gonna need that part 2 immediately.
Okay. I never thought to log in again to this throwaway, so I wasn't aware of the several update requests, so here's an update, as short as possible. Right after I read through the advice to my original post, I immediately acted. I took the day off to gather my thoughts until my boyfriend came home. I took notes on how to approach and what to say to him. As soon as he entered through the door, I asked if he could talk. I probably looked like a mess, and he immediately realized how serious it was. He sat on the couch and waited with a worried face. I said I was very nervous about and ashamed of what I was going to tell him, and I wanted him to listen till the end before saying or doing anything. Even before telling him what the problem was, I told him all was my fault. He did nothing wrong, and I hoped that he could forgive me. I could tell he was very worried by then. Then I said I loved him very much, and for the first time in our relationship, I expressed my desire to spend the rest of my life with him, if he thinks likewise. I went on with how great I thought he was in every aspect, including sex, and came clean with how I discussed these with my friends, and specifically how I arranged the threesome to show him off to M. I told him I hated it and was too ashamed and lost to stop it. I said I knew what I did was wrong and dishonest and to please forgive me. I was crying by then. I told him I realized M was way better than me, and they did things that here's the broken English. That we don't do, and that their chemistry is obvious. I told him I would understand if he didn't want to continue with me, although I hoped he would forgive me and that I was the only one to blame. When I finished, he reached and hugged me. I will never forget the first thing he said. "Why did you do this to us?" He stayed calm throughout the whole conversation, but he said he was very angry. He said I should have never shared anything private between us with anyone. Apart from the motivation of the threesome, he said that it was so wrong to lead him to believe I was enjoying it. He said he didn't like it on a deeper level because he's strictly monogamous, and he thinks he would only be happy if he could devote himself to someone who could devote herself to him. He thought I was the one of those people who like to share their significant others, and at that moment he was convinced that we wouldn't work in the long term. This was a huge disappointment for him. He added that sex is good for him only when his partner enjoys it. He even called it some kind of a fetish. He isn't interested in...
Is this man saying he's got a love fetish?
No, I think he's saying more that, like, she has a cuck fetish.
Yeah, no.
And he was trying to give it to her.
Yeah?
Like, oh, okay, if this is what you're into, I guess I'll do it.
Yeah.
But now he's just, like, realizing what the actual situation was.
And he's just like, so you're telling me this whole time you never liked that shit?
Yeah.
What was I doing it for?
Yeah. Oh my god, can you imagine you were just fully just giving it your all? Just for your girl.
You're just like, oh, my girl's probably loving this. She's love listening to this girl getting her cheeks clapped. Meanwhile, this girl's on the other side.
Fucking bawling your eyes out. Damn.
This poor dude's like, I'm gonna give her 110% because that's what my girl wants you to have.
Yeah. He isn't interested in or gets off by anything that I wouldn't enjoy, period. He told these with a calm voice while holding me in his arms while I cried my eyes out.
Damn.
He added that we would need time to recover, but we would be fine and that he loved me very much. He proceeded to get his phone to text Em. It was strange that he didn't ask me to do it. He texted her a simple and formal, "Hey Em, got to say this real quick. I'm not comfortable anymore with the unspoken arrangement we have. I hope you understand." He also told me that he was okay with me seeing my friends, but he didn't want to contact them, especially Em, for a while.
Well, yeah, makes sense. Man's just like, yo, I was piping this girl because I thought you wanted me to pipe this girl.
Yeah, now this is fucked up. Oh. And now he's like, all the pushing from Em as well. Oof.
Oh, why is Em like being like, yo, I want that dick, bro?
I mean, that's what she was doing, right?
No, that was before. But now that he knows this, is she still doing it?
Can you imagine?
I would not be surprised, is all I'm saying. I would not be surprised.
He also told me to never share our private matters with anyone. So that was it. After months, I can't say we are still fully on track yet, but things are getting better.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, this is the best possible outcome. After she fucked it up.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, like, this is the best that she can really get out of this situation.
Yeah.
Because, okay, you communicated. Good job. You did everything you were supposed to. Your man understands that, but it's, like he said, it's gonna take time for this to fix up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those things where it's just like, yo, this isn't gonna happen like that. It's not gonna be immediate. You fucked up.
Yeah.
Your man was given the dick because he thought you wanted
enjoyed it. Yeah.
He thought, yo, this is what you want. But that was not the case.
Yeah.
And because of that, now he feels bad. Because he feels like he's betrayed you, even though all he was doing was listening to what you said.
Yeah, just doing what you wanted.
So not only does he feel like shit, he feels betrayed, he feels lied to, and let's not forget the main point. You pressured him to do this!
Plus, on top of that, she was just saying yes to second encounters, and
Yeah.
the one after that, and the one after that.
Every single time. This girl came to their place drunk, looking for dick, and she gave it on a silver platter.
Fucking walk-in clinic right there.
On their bed!
On their bed.
That's crazy.
And it wasn't even a three-way at that point.
No! It was just her.
Oh.
Getting the dick and gone. Crazy to me.
And her getting cucked.
Yeah!
Yeah, first of all, you need therapy.
Absolutely.
You have some self-destructive tendencies, obviously.
I would definitely say so.
And honestly, get better at communicating with your man, please.
Absolutely.
Especially after all that shit from now on.
Yeah.
Since he's, like, giving you the chance, don't fuck it up. He seems like an honestly good guy.
And he honestly sounds like he has an amazing dick game.
Yeah,
don't fuck
so,
that
like,
up.
don't lose that.
Don't fuck that up. You know how rare that is in this day and age?
The dick game, less so, but, like...
The less so?
No, I'm saying, like, having both.
Having
both is what's really rare.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, good... I mean, like, the thing is, like, I feel like a lot of fuckboys, especially, like, frat boys, have, like, pretty, like, decent, like, dick game.
I would say...
Depending.
Okay, alright.
But, it usually comes as a tendency for, like, what's generally known as a fuckboy.
Well, here's the thing. For me, I think the people who are the best at sex are also usually good communicators. But the problem with being a good communicator, or from what I've seen, they're good at communicating, but they don't do it the right way. They do it the toxic way.
Yeah.
So an example is my friend, she was texting me, and she was just like, yo, last night I got the best dick of my fucking life. And I'm like, yo, nice! And she was just like, yeah, but it was attached to the most toxic motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm just like, and she's like, why can't good men have good dick? And I'm like,
it is there.
It is there. But
that's what I'm saying, it's less so.
It is so incredibly rare.
Yeah.
Because in order to have that good dick, I feel like you need a little bit of trauma in you.
Yeah.
You don't need
100%.
In order to have a good dick game, I refuse. I have not seen a person with good dick game to this day who doesn't have a little bit of trauma in them. To this day, I haven't seen an example of it.
It's a trauma that, like, pushes you to do better.
Exactly. People who are people pleasers because of trauma in their childhood, those motherfuckers are the best at sex.
Hell yeah, people pleaser.
Yeah.
Oh, we have issues.
People who are people pleasers in the bedroom don't focus on their own pleasure. They make sure that their partner gets finished off first, and then they're like, okay, now
it's my turn.
Yeah. That's the problem.
Now I can have whatever. Which is fine. I would say, like, because there's situations where, like, some people pleasers just, like, they just focus on that.
Yeah.
They don't even focus on their own needs, that's where it gets bad. Because when you get to the point where, like, you're not even focusing on your own needs, the girl will lose interest eventually. She's gonna be like, yo, you're not really enjoying this. You're just doing this just because
you're just doing this because I called you over.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, that's exactly why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I came here just to be useful.
In any way.
Here I am. I made you nut a couple times. Deuces. What about you? What about me? Oh, goodbye.
Mission accomplished. You fly off like Superman.
Okay, as we're reminiscing about our childhood trauma, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. And we're back from that break. All right, Kiyan, tell me how it is. What we got? What's the next story? What kind of dumbass, motherfucking bitch-ass motherfucker did they do this time? What did they do? How did you know? Oh, I guessed.
I, 38 male, am having some issues with my girlfriend, 35 female, and her friend, legal. 39 male.
How long have they been in a relationship for?
4 months.
Oh yeah, legal. Legal. Yeah, that's legal.
Some context. My previous relationship ended because my ex was sending underwear pics to her best friend.
Was it a male or female best friend?
Male.
Now, yeah, okay, that's...
Yeah.
Here's my question.
Enough questions.
Sorry. As you say no questions, I got a question. Mm-hmm. Let's say your significant other is straight. She's straight, right? She has no real sexual attraction to women. Mm-hmm. Other than, women are hot.
Yeah.
Titties, ass, whatever. That type of shit. She's sending bikini photos, lingerie photos, even fucking nudes to her girl homies in the girl chat.
Yeah.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 100% fine.
Bet.
Just like how we send our dick pics.
And we send our balls to each other. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, all right.
Why would there be double standards?
That's what I'm saying. Unbelievable. Could you imagine people with double standards like that?
Yeah, right. By the way, can you check this?
Yo, I got you. I'm just charging up my Manscaped.
We're not sponsored, but I swear to God, I'm working on it right now. I'm really fucking working on getting sponsored by Manscaped. It's the only thing I want in my fucking life right now. I'm gonna try so fucking hard.
We were actually just checking into it earlier, but we need to have a YouTube, a TikTok, we have all social media.
So
once we have that going,
then we gonna apply and we gonna start shooting off videos. Gotta shoot off these nuts anyway.
When I ended the relationship, I swore to myself I'd never put myself in that situation again.
Okay.
I would not enter into a relationship with a woman who kept close male friends.
Okay.
I realized that not all women would behave the way my ex did.
Yes.
And this agreement with myself was very generalized and unrealistic.
Okay.
I have friends of the opposite sex, and I'm a fairly secure person.
Okay.
So I canned that ideology and replace it with no women who maintain friendships with guys they've been intimate with previously.
Okay.
I don't think that's too out of...
pocket?
Yeah, too out of the rule.
Okay.
4 months ago, I met someone. We'll call her Jessica.
Okay.
We clicked immediately. The chemistry is there. The communication is there. We're similar in the right ways and different in the right ways.
Okay.
We focus on giving to one another and looking after the relationship while still maintaining our individuality, friends, interests, etc.
Alright.
Jessica has a friend. We'll call him Bob. Jessica mentioned Bob at the start of the relationship. As the weeks passed, it became evident that they were close. I asked Jessica if she and Bob had hooked up in the past, to which she replied they had kissed once when they were drunk.
Okay.
On this basis, I chose to continue with the direction the relationship was heading. Another few weeks passed, and Jessica, Bob, and myself went out for drinks. I quite liked him, however, it was clear from his behavior he was attracted to Jessica.
Okay.
Not surprising, as she's stunning and a lot of fun.
Man's really gassing her up. We like that. We love that.
It was also clear that they were very closer than I had anticipated. Jessica was all over me the whole night, so no dodgy behavior from her, but I can read Bob like an open book. That night when we got home, I asked her if there was more than she was letting on, and got a categorical no, and a bit of a speech about how honest she's been with both of us.
Okay.
She's aware of Bob's attraction, however, she stated that was his problem, not ours. Another couple of weeks passed, and she mentioned whilst drunk that they had kissed more than once, and seemed to be a frequent thing for a period the year before we met. I chose not to say anything and create a safe environment for her to open up about it. We went camping 2 weeks later, and we're sitting by the fire with a few bottles of wine in us. Jessica mentioned Bob, and I told her that her relationship with Bob seems more like ex-friends with benefits than just friends. She looked sad for a moment, then told me they had slept together once the year prior. She told me she lied because she didn't want to lose me. Told me how sorry she was and was showing it. She got quite upset and was scared I would leave. I'm a pretty understanding guy. However, if I had known this from the start, I wouldn't have entered into a relationship with her. It's just too messy, and I'm all about zero drama. Our feelings had developed at this point to a deep love for each other. I chose to continue with the relationship and forgive her. I feel like being with someone is a choice you make on a daily basis, and quite honestly, I believe what we have is stronger than a mistake made from fear of loss of the other person. She hasn't seen Bob since in a personal setting. However, the work in the same place, she's told me she's been avoiding Bob and doesn't really want to talk to him. She also told me that now she's pulled away, his behavior is making her feel annoyed at him. I have no way to try and control her actions. I don't bring Bob up or behave in an insecure manner. I've been giving this a lot of thought in the background, though. We had a discussion about the situation a couple of weeks ago. I was very honest. I stated that I have no wish to control her, and her relationship with Bob was hers to manage. However, I'm not going to lie to her and tell her everything is going to be okay, and I won't make decisions based on her actions. That I wouldn't be in the relationship if I knew this was from the start, if any of her personal relationships had the ability to affect our relationship. It's this one she has with Bob, and this would be a potential problem moving forward. Last night she spoke to me, telling me she feels Bob deserves an explanation as to why she's pulled away. She told me she was considering going for a pint with him to do this. I reacted calmly but said, "So we're completely clear on what you're asking of me. You want to go for a pint with a guy you had an intimate relationship with." This prompted an emotional reaction. She told me they were friends, and I was ignoring that element of the relationship. I reminded her that I had told her this could be a problem for me, and didn't budge. I told her if she feels like that's something she has to do, she should do it. However, the person I entered into a relationship with had a friend she kissed once when they were drunk, and that I didn't sign up for. A relationship where my girlfriend was maintaining a close relationship with an ex-romantic partner. On one hand, I feel like I'm an understanding person and want her to feel free to do what she feels is right. On the other, I knew this has the potential to force me to leave the relationship. She's told me if she has to choose, there's no question and would choose me in a heartbeat. I don't want to have anything to do with her choice and will continue to make decisions based on her actions. I could do with some advice. Is this an appropriate way to handle the situation? Am I influencing the decisions without verbalizing it? I'm not jealous or insecure. I never bring Bob up in conversations. I maintain a calm manner and an open floor of communication. This is a personal boundary for me. I don't want it to feel like there's an ultimatum because there isn't. I will leave the relationship if she chose to maintain a close relationship with him. Though I haven't verbalized this.
Yeah.
Whether that's right or wrong is up for debate.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It sounds like bro's putting down his boundaries.
Yeah.
Like he's laying it out. He's really putting it out there, and he's just like, "Yo, this is what I'm cool with. This is what I'm not cool with. Here's my like sense of boundary.
Yeah.
You're free to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
But if you cross my boundary, I will leave the relationship.
Yeah.
And that's not an ultimatum. Because an ultimatum would be in that moment be like, it's either me or him, or you or this friend group, or whatever, right? This one's just like, you are free to do whatever you want. Yeah. But I've told you what my boundaries are. Yeah. I've explained them to you. I've talked to you about them. I've explained my reasoning why. Like, he's made his case. He doesn't sound like he's being petty about it. And so it's very much along the lines, and you can't really blame him in the situation of just like, oh, so you're gonna go get some drinks with that dude you made out with when you got drunk. Like I can't fault him. Sketch. Yeah. I can't fault him for that, right? That's
because there's the thing. Like she already has a red flag from all the lying that she's been doing. Yeah, because it went from just like, oh, we kissed once to, oh yeah, we made out a couple of times. Yep, and we fucked. Yep.
That's a huge jump.
Yeah.
That is a huge jump. So the fact that you weren't even being honest from the start.
Yeah.
Because I guess your fear was, oh, if he found out he was going to leave me. No, chances are if he found out, he would have been like, okay, I'm not comfortable for these reasons. I'm going to tell you why these reasons particular. And he kind of stated at the start, being like, I'm not comfortable being in a relationship with a girl who keeps close ties with someone that she's been romantic with.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, he has his established boundaries, and he's even said, like, yo, like, I'll leave. Like, I'm not making you...
about this.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to choose me or him. Based on your actions, I'll leave, and I'll let you know. But it doesn't sound like he's being petty about it. If we were to play my favorite game and reverse the roles...
Yes.
I love this shit. I love this shit so much. Oh, I feel super sneaky when I do it. Well, if we were to reverse the role, girl gets into a relationship. She gets into a relationship with a guy. The guy has this girl homie he's tight with.
Yeah.
And she asks him, yo, have you guys ever, like, did anything? And he's like, oh, we made out one time when we got
super drunk, yeah.
And then later on, he's like, actually, we've made out multiple times. Yeah. Actually, we've also fucked. Like, you don't think his girl would be fair in asking him to, you know...
This is like one of your closest friends?
This is your closest friend, and I say friend with quotation marks. Like, it sounds like someone you hook up with when you're single. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
And now that you're not single, you kind of keep them around as a backup.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what this sounds like. This doesn't sound like a platonic friendship. This sounds like your backup when this relationship goes wrong.
This Bob is on the hook.
This Bob is on the hook, bro, and he's going for that carrot.
Oh, yeah.
He keeps going for that carrot. And so based on this action, it doesn't sound like a friend. It sounds more like a hookup buddy you keep up on a chain. That you're kind of just dragging along. If you're in a relationship, y'all don't hook up. Or... to my knowledge, y'all don't hook up. And then when you're out of a relationship, hey, yo, let's get drinks, you know what I'm saying?
Also, to like a certain degree, I feel like she knows.
Yeah, no.
Because, like, first of all, she lied about it. She already knew.
Yep.
And also, like, she's still keeping him around. What do you expect to happen with a relationship that you're trying to get into? Like, right now, when you have someone like that around that you've already been, like, physical with. You're low-key, like, attempting to, like, possibly have some kind of... Like, it's not a friendship. It doesn't feel like just a friendship.
It's not. Because, as they've said, yo, we've hooked up in the past. We've done the nasty a bunch of times. Like, what go on in? Like, you know this isn't just a friendship. This man very obviously has some sort of feeling for you. And I don't know if I don't remember if he said it, but I'm pretty sure the other dude's single still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not looking for anybody else. I wonder why.
Yeah, but like with a monogamous relationship, it's like kind of clear cut when it comes to stuff like this. Yeah, depending on what you're like looking for, if it's more like an open concept, obviously the rules would change.
Yeah.
But like from the vibe that I'm getting of this, that's not, at least from the guy's perspective, that's not what he's looking for.
No, it's not.
If the girl is maybe looking for it, cool, but like that's a boundary she needs to set. He's not gonna be okay with it. He's probably gonna leave, but you're just gonna have to find like another dude that would be more receptible to just to just you having like more of a open kind of like situation happening. But this ain't it, girl.
This ain't it. And I think we both realize this ain't it. You're doing not necessarily that you are doing sneaky shit, but the way you're going about it's sus. Yeah. And ain't nobody gonna like that from either side of the playing field.
Also, this is just a 4-month relationship.
Yeah. You can dip.
Yeah, bro. It's already like so many red flags right from the start.
You can cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like leave. This sounds problematic.
Like there are more opportunities out there.
Yeah.
But like girls that like are actually willing to be more
not
committed.
Fuck their friends.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Actually be committed to you and not like fuck around.
There you go. Was that so hard?
Especially with your feelings.
Was
like
that so
that's the last thing you want to be fucked with.
I fuck a lot of things, but feelings?
Never.
Never.
No. That's heinous.
That's heinous.
Use some
what do
handcuffs.
I look like? What do I look like? A Scarborough man? Gross.
Ain't me. That ain't me.
It ain't me. Anyway, that's been another episode of In Denial with your boy Nejay and Kiyan. You got any last second finishers for those beautiful listeners at home with their beautiful working ears and their beautiful faces and their beautiful butts?
Yeah, they do have beautiful butts.
Yeah, fine asses, all of you.
Speaking of asses, Who can make more money in a week? A drug dealer or a prostitute?
Fuck. Shit. Drug dealer?
The prostitute, because she can wash and resell her crack.
God damn it!
All right.
See ya.
Take care.